Do you know if you're an empath? Do you want to know how to thrive as an empath? Keep watching. Hi there, beautiful souls. I'm Michèle Duquet. Welcome to my channel, Soulful and Unplugged, a channel about the spiritual awakening journey, where I show you how to live a more joyful life by helping you navigate your human journey through your soul's perspective. In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 steps to being an empath superpower. Superpower. I know, it sounds like such a weird word, but really, it's a beautiful gift, and you can really use it as a kind of superpower. So we're going to get into it right now. So one of the reasons I want to talk about this today is because of a crisis I just went through where I lost my hearing. All the videos are right here. What came out of it is the underlying subconscious beliefs that I had that created the deafness. I looked into the Louise Hay book. It gave me a very clear idea of what was going on. Cue the video.
I looked up deafness. Deafness, subconscious belief, rejection, stubbornness, isolation.
What don't you want to hear? Don't bother me. Oh my God. So it really got me thinking about all the ways that I retreat from my life. And my empathic abilities as an empath were right in the forefront. I knew that that was one of the ways I needed to course correct because of the new energies. In the last year, that's been one of my challenges, as how to manage being an empath with the new energies, because they are so huge and high vibrational and high frequency that our empath abilities and our telepathic abilities and psychic abilities are much, much more developed. And so we need to figure out a way to be as an empath rather than retreat from the world. So I've been going through a really nicely reflective time, noticing, being extremely mindful of all of the times that I retreat. And it really is in those highly empathic times when I somehow would naturally just go, oh, I'm just gonna go back up. Whereas that's not at all what we are here to do as empaths. And you know, the other thing that I was thinking of is if I'm going through that, if I've been going through that over the last year, I bet you a lot of people are going through that too. And hopefully through my experience, I can help you have a much easier time of it. And in fact, thrive as an empath. Being an empath now is very different than it used to be because of these high vibrational new energies. And you can actually be incredibly empowered as an empath and use it as your superpower. So without further ado, here are the 7 steps to being an empath superpower with the new energies of 2020. Number 1. Recognize that you are an empath. This step is super important. You really have to recognize and own that you're an empath before you can actually know how to be an empath in this new energetic frequency. So it's one of those things that you might just take for granted, but really it's very specific. If you're an empath, you feel others and sense them in every way. Think of what happens when you first encounter someone. You see them. You see them as they are presenting themselves to you. You hear their tone of voice. You sense their physical state. You know they're not relaxed, for instance, because your own body suddenly tenses up and your own breathing is shallow. You start picking up on stimuli that you can't put into words. It's as if their electromagnetic field is entering your electromagnetic field, and through that sense and that picking up of those very difficult to define sensory perceptions, and your intuition is able to process all of this information because you are highly intuitive and you're able to process all of this information at a much deeper level than others. When they start telling you something, when they're communicating something to you, and you feel that it's incongruous with what you're sensing, that you're sensing something beneath the surface. And you notice that others aren't picking up on the same things that you're picking up on. The feeling is, how is it possible that they're being fooled? It's so obvious. It's obvious to you because you got a superpower. Okay, I know I kid when I call it superpower, but really what I want you to get is that it is a gift, a beautiful gift from the universe that you can use to help others and really learn to thrive with it. I think often empaths get the false impression that other people are also picking up on what they're picking up on, and that when others aren't, and it becomes clear that you're the only one who's picking up on this stuff, it makes you question yourself. Whereas if you really know that you're an empath and you really know that you have this gift, you can help yourself so that it's not a hindrance in your life, but also help others, because what ends up happening is others then can come to you for guidance and help because they know you've got this extra something. Step 2, recognize when you are picking up on others' energies. So to go back to the example of someone walking in and you feel their tension, it can be something as simple as someone smiling and you sense that there's a falsehood in that smile. They're covering something up. And then you start activating your senses. It's automatic. You can't help it. But here's the important part. Recognize in the moment that your gift of an empath is being activated, and this will be so helpful to you. It's about catching it in the moment, catching yourself having your empathic gift activated. In the moment you catch it, say to yourself, I am now using my empath gift to observe. I am acknowledging that my gift as an empath is being activated, and I am simply observing in a way that is natural for me. You'll see why this is important in a few steps. Step 3, notice when you're retreating. So I'll give you an example of what it feels like to retreat. I was in a group situation and there was a certain culture, group culture, and I was actually picking up on all the undercurrents of everyone, and I was feeling so much of what they were communicating to me. And there was a very distinct group setting, and I noticed myself retreat. Because I was picking up on so much of what was going on, I was stepping back. And this was directly related to the messages I got from Louise Hay's book about isolation, because it confused me when I heard that. I thought, wait a second, I am not isolating. I am an active person in my social life. I interact with people. I am not a hermit. I'm not a recluse. How is that possible that I'm isolating? And it's actually in the moment, in socialization, I retreat because of all that I'm picking up on as an empath. What I was doing was energetically retreating from others when I found myself being too aware of what everyone was emitting energetically. So when you notice that, this will take you right away into step 4, which will be incredibly helpful. Step 4, be strong in your energy. When you notice that you're retreating, reverse course. You do that by tapping into your own energy and asking yourself, where am I at in my energy right now? What is my truth in this moment? Really feel how strong your energy is. So what it looked like for me in the last couple of weeks when I've been practicing this, it's when I notice myself retreating, I go like, wait a minute, where am I at right now energetically? I'm not in the drama at all. My energy right now is deeply calm. That is my power in this moment. Or at other times I noticed that my own personal energy wasn't in fear at all. While others around me may have been engaging in fearful dialogue, the truth about me in that moment was that everything is always in divine order. It's that simple. That is my power in that moment. So if you can catch yourself, really connect with where your energy is at in that moment, that is your power. Your truth is your power. And if others are engaging in all kinds of fearful dialogue, but your truth is that you're calm and you know that everything is always for your highest good and for the highest good of all, or that everything's going to turn out okay. That's your truth, and that's your power. Step 5, choose not to engage in others' energies. So, knowing what the truth of your power and your energy is in that moment, choose not to engage in other people who are choosing drama and gossip and fearful dialogue. You don't even need to say anything. Just feel your energy and choose not to engage with what you're picking up on energetically. I sometimes say something, but sometimes I don't. My own energy alone is enough. My own electromagnetic field is enough. Your own energy alone is enough, and your own electromagnetic field is enough. Your own recognition and strength in your energy is enough. Remember, it's all energy. Step 6, observe. Don't absorb. It's a choice. See, the old energies and the old ways of being an empath was that we would absorb other people's energy to transmute them. You don't need to absorb people's energies anymore. As you observe yourself being, activated, your gift of empath being activated, know within yourself that it's a choice to absorb it, that you don't have to. By observing the difference between your energy and theirs, you can be strong in your energy and use that as a way to shift the energies, not by absorbing, but by expanding. And so as you know that it's a choice to absorb or not, that's where you get to recognize that you actually have a superpower. Because your energy is the powerful one in your electromagnetic field. That's where it becomes a superpower. Your energy is the powerful one in your electromagnetic field. Your energy is the one that is in touch with and connected to the new 2020 energies. You're the one in a co-creative process with the universe. So you can say no to retreating and yes to expanding your own energy into others' energy. Step 7, stay empowered. Here's where you know within yourself that no one, absolutely no one, has any power over you. Feel this in your bones, in your heart, in your soul. Let your soul touch you deeply with that truth. Ask your guides, your higher self, and whatever form of higher power you connect to help you with that, and they will. No one, absolutely no one, has any power over you, and that is a truth. Thank you so much for being here and for connecting to this beautiful community we have here. And if you like what you see, please subscribe or press the like button. It really helps my channel, and I do want to reach as many people as possible. Please do share. I really appreciate it. Mwah! Sending lots and lots and lots of love. Bye for now.